From the Fox 26 studios, this is Houston's Morning Show.
President Trump's aides come to his defense as the president continues to attack 4 Democratic Congresswomen. Let's talk about all of this morning with Republican strategist Jackie Bowley and Democratic strategist Dallas Jones. Good morning to you both, and thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Okay, now, members of the president's team say he is not a racist. This comes as the president claimed in a tweet that he did not believe that Representatives Ayanna Presley, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, and Rashida Tlaib were capable of loving the U.S. Is that a fair statement to make, though?
So let's remember that this all started when these 4 women, dubbed the Squad by Nancy Pelosi, attacked Nancy because they called her racist. They didn't get what they wanted with her, and unfortunately, the MO with Democrats for decades has been any Republican occupying the White House is racist. Bush was racist, McCain, who ran against Obama, was racist, and now Trump's racist. They jumped it up a little bit by 2016 by saying not only is Trump racist, but anyone who supports him is racist. In other words, calling half the country racist. And we all know that's not true. So at the ending of the day, the only people listening to them are other Democrats and independents because, well, independents aren't even listening to them because they like the way our country is going, and that's thankful in part because of the president's economic policies. Unemployment rates are lower than they've ever been before. And we're talking about substantive policies about key issues that we want to address. So saying he's racist, saying every Republican is racist, it's getting very old. Let's move on. It didn't work in 2016, and it's not going to work in 2020.
I wanted to make sure to let you finish, Jackie, so you can get all that out. Donald Trump is a racist. He is a racist. He's a demagogue. And to say that 4 members of the United States Congress who have offered themselves to service the country are not worthy or should not, do not love our country is ridiculous. They absolutely love our country. They are the epitome of what this country is about. It is differences of ideals, of shades of race, of skin color, of religion, of thought. That's what they represent. And so to say that they don't agree with a person who, in the midst of a riot or a rally, whatever you want to call it, in Charlottesville, would say that members of Ku Klux Klan and racists were fine Americans, that is what Donald Trump has considered fine Americans in this country, versus people that stand up and say that the Constitution ought to be what it says that it is. Absolutely not. It's unacceptable. And the fact of the matter remains that while the Republican Party can say, why Jackie can say that, anytime a Republican occupies the White House, that Democrats or people of color are calling them racist, so let it be through their policies. But at the end of the day, I don't know what happened then. I don't know what will happen in the future. But Donald Trump is a racist.
Well, that is yet to be determined by a lot of folks, but we want to move on to the next question, which is the Democrats choosing Texas Southern University as the site for their 3rd presidential debate. Some folks believe that this might be a way to try and turn the state blue. Is that the case?
Well, the blue train is coming. We've had this debate time and time again, and I know people think that it's impossible that we can go blue, but it's not. The numbers are there. Let's point out in the latest polls that we talked about right here on this very same set that Donald Trump was losing to every single viable presidential option that the Democratic Party had to offer. And while the Republicans were tricky in taking away our straight party voting, the reality is that people are still going to go down the ballot, and they're still going to click D because they're tired of the direction that our country is going. They want a better America. They want people that's going to fight for what Texas, a majority minority state, really stands for. And I think that it's coming. So it's great that the debate is coming. It's going to be a great jolt of energy here to Houston and to the state. But the blue train's coming.
Texas is #1 in small businesses. Texas is #1 for successful female businesses. Texas is #1 for successful minority businesses. And that's all under the Texas Republican leadership. Texas is going to stay red.
What are we bad in?
Texas is staying red within this cycle. And we will continue to move forward in a very positive light.
We could discuss this forever, and you both know that, but thank you very much for chiming in on this Monday morning, and we will see you again next week as well.